There's a drone surveilling a border right now, a missile mid-flight somewhere over a contested sea, or perhaps an AI data center using more electricity than a mid-sized city. And somewhere farther away, a factory floor is assembling the electric vehicle the West is betting its climate future on. What do all of these have in common? 17 elements on the periodic table, most of which you've never heard of. Terbium, dysprosium, yttrium, and neodymium. They sound like planets, but they run everything we tend to take for granted. Almost all of them pass through one country before they reach the world. China controls more than 90% of the world's rare earth processing capacity. To reiterate, we're talking of processing, not mining. That means minerals dug out of Australian soil, African rock, and American mountains still travel through Chinese refineries before they become usable. For certain heavy rare earth elements, the ones inside every high-performance magnet on Earth, China holds a virtual monopoly. The same elements inside your earbuds are inside a fighter jet's guidance system. The green economy and the war economy are therefore running on the same molecules. When did one country ever control both simultaneously? The answer is never, until now. In April 2025, Beijing introduced export controls on 7 heavy rare earth elements. Factories in the US, Europe, and South Korea couldn't get the magnets they needed. Consequently, some cut productions, whereas some shut down temporarily. Even after supplies resumed, prices in Europe reached 6 times what they were inside China. In October 2025, Beijing imposed new rules containing an unprecedented extraterritorial clause. For the first time, Chinese law extended beyond its borders. Products made in other countries containing Chinese origin materials or built using Chinese technology had to acquire a license before they could be exported. Let's think about the real-world implications. Imagine a German factory using a French component, building a product with minerals that once passed through Shenzhen. This product will become subject to Chinese licensing authority. In November 2025, following the meeting between President Xi Jinping and Donald Trump, Beijing hit pause for 1-year period. This pause is set to expire in November 2026. We are effectively in countdown. Here's where it gets stranger. The same critical minerals being weaponized on Earth exist in significant quantities on asteroids, on the lunar surface, and in the Martian crust. The new chemistry of power has a second act happening 384,000 kilometers away. In essence, NASA, China's lunar program, and private companies are racing to claim mineral rights of the solar system before anyone agrees on the rules governing them. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty says no nation can own a celestial body, but it says nothing on what you can extract from one. The US, Luxembourg, and the UAE have already passed domestic laws saying their citizens can own what they mine in space. China, as of yet, hasn't allowed something similar. The legal vacuum is the next big obstacle to bypass. The country that writes those rules will do this 22nd century what OPEC did to the 20th. China's pause on mandatory export licensing expires in November 2026. What happens next depends on whether the world used this year to build alternatives or spent it hoping the problem would go away by itself. History suggests the latter. The question for us is whether we choose differently.